sunny position right now. And she's going to be our comment expert, so she can answer all of your questions this morning as well, because I wanted to go live. I know I promised to do it over the weekend, and right now Greg's parents aren't here. He's still in bed, so it's the perfect time for us to do this. Tilly's actually in the background. You can see her right there. She's crafting on her little table back there in her Care Bear pajamas. So it's a little busy in the craft room, so bear with us. But I have some quick and easy card ideas I want to share with you. I'm also making sure I bring this up on my laptop so that I can give it to Alicia so she can answer all your questions too. Make sure that's muted. There we go. So yeah. So welcome if you are watching this and we're no longer live. I know everyone's starting to hop in. We usually give it to that 2-minute mark just to make sure that's there. Hey Lisa, hey Beverly, Selena, hello, good morning. Yeah, I wanted to take some of the new release items. We had a super long live the other night, so we didn't get a chance to do demos and stuff, but we had some ideas, so we wanted to share them with you today. And they're all quick and easy card ideas. I think we had like 5 if we're feeling adventurous, but we'll see.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. It's a beautiful sunny day here. Alicia and I went to the pool yesterday, and we ditched the family and the husband, and we just went.
And I get to return to about, so far, 8 inches of snow. So yeah.
In her flip-flops.
In my flip-flops. Yep, I wore flip-flops to the airport. Not smart.
I'll be fine. Morning, Christine. Morning, Terry. Christine, we just started pulling your order. Alicia's been helping me pick the orders. We're pulling those out, so that's exciting too.
And Misties are in stock. So if you have not ordered your Misty, order your Misty. We've been fulfilling all the orders that people were waiting on, but now you can order a Misty.
So yeah, if you have a back order of a Misty or a mini Misty, it has shipped to you. But we have Misties, mini Misty mouse pads, and Misty mouse pads are all back in stock and available on the website. It still says pre-order, but don't worry, that'll get changed. It's just Bethany hasn't been in. She's had a little bit of a family issue, so we haven't got that bit done, but they are going to ship straight away as well. Hey, Terry. If you are new here, don't forget to drop us a comment, say hi so we can welcome you personally to the channel. And of course, let us know where you're tuning in from as well. So we're going to dive straight in. People are joining us. So I think I'm going to give Alicia the laptop. And you can use that if you want. Okay. We're trying to, it's not, I might have to reset up the craft room so that we have room for 2 people all the time. Let's do this and turn it. There you go. You can see me. Greg did a pretty good job of this, Mel. We're not going to tell him that though.
Beverly, I would go in July if you like a little bit of heat. That's when we get the most. But,
the
most heat.
She's not saying it's hot. She's saying it's the most.
Yeah, if you don't want to come when there's snow and you like warm weather, then come in July.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm going to come for the snow because I kind of miss the snow.
Me too.
Morning, Carmen. Morning, Amanda.
Morning. So I'm going to use Razor Sharp, which is one of the new stencils. I love this stencil. If you were here in the beginning, we had a stencil. I have to pick my own ones. Called So Acute. Many of you may not have seen that. It was all these really cool triangles. We're trying to redo it that we can cut it on the new laser, but the old laser it wouldn't cut. But this one is kind of inspired by that. To me, it looks like shattered glass or, you know, something broken up. I think it has so much potential for mixed media, for masculine cards, all sorts of things. But I wanted to show you an easy way you can create with this. So I'm going to take a little bit of purple tape and stick it on the back. And my one tip with purple tape is if you use a little bit more, it sticks really well. You can't just use the little bits like we were used to. It's just due to the type of adhesive. I asked Thermoweb. So I'm going to go this way. I'm going to move it just a smidge because it's right on that weird divide. I didn't like how that looked. So I've got this on here and I'm going to use some California Love, some Hyde Park, and some Pop Art. So they're the 3 colors we're going to work with. And I'm going to use the same brush the whole way through. I just want a bigger one. Just because I like the way, this kind of fades out with the bigger one. So I'm going to start up here and get some California Love. And I'm going to fade it out. You see I'm kind of like working in an arc-ish. And so I've covered quite a lot with that California Love, really. I mean, you've got quite a large amount there. Now I'm going to take some Hyde Park, which I love this color. It's one of the new colors, and it's my absolute favorite. When I said to people, I'm going to do Hyde Park, they're like, what color is that? I said, it's like a chartreuse. And everyone went, ew. And then they saw it and they went, oh, wow, that's pretty.
It is my favorite new color as well.
So I think it gets a bad rap, but actually it's great if you're stenciling flowers to give you that little bit of yellow in there. It's great if you're doing trees. It'll be awesome for spring. It's great for Christmas because it's kind of a more, I call it a modern green. Like I really like how it comes out. So I've met with my California Love and I've filled in this as a nice dark bit. And then I'm going really light into this bottom corner. Like I've gone all the way down, even though it's really light. And then I'm still on the same brush too. Just remember, same brush. Now I'm gonna take my pop art, and my pop art's had a lot of use recently, so I think I do need to re-ink it. And I'm gonna start in this bottom corner. And I'm gonna start pretty heavy, as I say. I think mine needs a re-ink. So if yours is juicy, you might not wanna start quite as aggressive as I am. You might wanna start more off here. But I'm doing it dark in this corner. And then the nice thing about having these really big brushes is you get this beautiful ombre. It makes ombre so easy. And I'm just pulling it out like that. And then when you lift it up, you have this awesome card panel. I love how these colors look. And again, so quick, so easy. We'll peel off our purple tape. Get rid of all of these. I'm going to make a wash pile on the floor so I don't pick them up again. Let's trim this down. I'll take a bit off of here. So we're going down to our 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And I kind of nibble mine around just depending on like what my favorite bits are. And
Christine, we have sleeves for the binders, and the slim line and the regular size stencils, they all fit perfectly in them. Alex is grabbing it.
So here's one. I can't remember when we did this, but I cut a piece of old cardstock I had, or you could use like colored copy paper. And then if you put the dividers in, your 6x6 will fit. But you can also then use both sides and also see the stencil that's in there really easily. That wasn't my tip. Somebody suggested it. I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been Pam or Pat
or Jen.
Somebody suggested it, and it was a really great idea. So give them credit for that. That's the one.
Good morning, Melissa.
Morning, Alaska. I'm going to be saying that a lot. Where did we find the tape runner?
Melissa, do you have any snow? We have over 8 inches at my house, apparently.
It's just insane to me that fast. I mean, I'm used to snow, but not that fast.
I'm actually really like snow.
And then we need a sentiment. I think I'm gonna just grab, which is really nice that they're just right here, some of these all season sayings. If you haven't seen the V 2.0, they're really cool because you can guillotine them. That's the words I'm looking for. And the other thing is yours. I took the misprints because it doesn't matter what I have. But for instance, if you cut out "Kiss Me, I'm Irish," on this side, yours will say "Kiss Me, I'm Irish." So you get the black and the white and you trim them out and you don't lose anything, which I think is really cool. I know what one I'm going to use. I like this one. Ah! My leaning tower of stamps is going to fall on me.
Good morning, Janet.
Morning.
It's gonna be a hot day here today.
Yeah, beach or pool, I'm not sure which, but. So I'm just trimming this one out. You see how easy it is to do. And then I have my parts and fun squares. I swear the floor in here is not flat because sometimes I go to get my cart and I go absolutely flying across the room. It's probably quite funny to watch me come back. I feel like Fred Flintstone when he pedals his little stone car.
Yep.
Yeah. How easy was that? You can just mount it on a card front and it's done. Isn't this so snow?
Dusting on the mountains, but had gusts of wind up to 100 Friday night and thunder and lightning.
Holy
So,
moly.
oh goodness.
I saw someone say, oh goodness, Melissa, so I was like, oh, it's clearly there's something. Okay, so there's card number 1 done. We're getting it done. Next up, I'm gonna grab another piece. And this time I'm gonna use, see, I have it all laid out, but maybe not in the best way. I was going to use our new Easy Store Perfect Placement tool. So everything is engraved on here. It's kind of hard for you to see. And then I also like using the reverse lines just for blending. That's what I was doing on the last card. And the reason I love it is on the packaging, you also get this. And it's not like the perfect just because the printer is not as accurate as the thing, but it's pretty darn close. I mean, you're maybe like 2 millimeters out, even if that. So what you can do is you have one right here, and then you can get, I can throw that at this, yeah. And then you can take this, laminate it, and if you don't have a larger style laminator, just take it to Staples or the FedEx store or somewhere. And you will then get 2. So you get 2 for 1 on this. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I digress. What I was going to do, I don't know where all my supplies are. Normally I use temporary adhesive. What do you need?
Oh, people were asking what the sentence said, so I just typed it in.
Oh, bloom where you are planted was the one I ended up using. So I'm going to put down my cardstock, and there's the perfect zone for it to go in, so you can add it in just like that. You can use temporary tape or whatever tape you want. And I'm going to use this Boho watercolor, which coordinates with Boho watercolor stamps. So here's the stamps. These coordinate perfectly with this, so you can stamp them, have perfect alignment, or stencil one part, stamp one part. You know, you can do all that kind of fun stuff. But what I'm going to show you is how to layer perfectly using the new Easy Store tool. So I'm going to start off with my outer layer, and it's engraved right here. It says Easy Store Stencil. So I line that layer up perfectly. And grab some tape. And ever since I learned that tip from Thermoweb, that as long as you use more of the tape, it sticks well, it really does. It made such a difference. Me trying to use the little bits, that's when it keeps lifting up on you. But if you use a large surface area piece like this, it will stick really well. So if you've been struggling with it, try that tip. I think you'll find a big difference. I'm going to use some telephone box. And let's pick up some ink. I've been crafting actually way more than I usually do, so it's fun. So all my inks need a good re-ink, just because they've been getting some use designing Christmas camp and some fun stuff. Something Alicia and I were talking about, and you guys can tell us if you think it's a good idea, is as much as we want to do like an in-person holidays, like a full-on retreat next year, we were also thinking about having a couple of pop-up events where we would do a couple of make and takes and those kinds of things, but more that you can bring your supplies, come meet each other, chit-chat, craft the weekend away. We maybe have a few classes, some awesome swag, obviously, and some other fun things, but more of kind of like just an open event. You can come meet each other and make some cards, bring your supplies, play around. We'd have a little Make a Forte store set up, those kinds of things. So you can let us know your thoughts on that. In addition, that's not instead of a retreat, like a big retreat style, but kind of in addition to, maybe we'll do one big event and then have a few of those kind of pop-up. So I'm going to take that off. I think just even that looks really pretty on its own. And then you could, I'm going to use the second part of the stencil because I want to show you how to layer it. But you could take the stamp, which I put away somewhere, and use the middle and use clear embossing powder. Or, you know, take this one here and take it off so you can see. You can stamp it in the middle there and do clear embossing powder and put kaleidoscope powder. Or put some of the new embossing powders on it, which actually I need to ask Alicia how she thinks we should package them. From not what they're going in, because they're going in our cute square jars, but just a how-to, because that's more at her wheelhouse, but that just reminded me. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Easy Store, and I'm going to line up that corner again.
Good morning, Olivia.
Morning. Same bit of tape, because waste not, want not. And you can see, now it lines up perfectly. I'd like to just leave it like that, because then I can't screw it up. And I was going to use white glitz gel, but I kind of wish I had gold glitz gel. Do we have gold?
Well, we can take care of that. I'll be right back.
So I just looked at it, and what I saw, I don't know if you all saw it too, but I saw Christmas ornaments. Yeah, add string, looks like Christmas ornaments. If you use the Nordic ornament builder in the release, you could do that, or you could really lay string on there. Wouldn't that be cool? So you could do tons of things on there, but I saw this and I saw the kind of texture I'd got in it. I was like, oh, they look like Christmas ornaments. So my idea of what I was going to do before didn't work. So Alicia's running out to the warehouse to go and get us gold glitz gel because I think that's going to look really, really cool on there. Melissa saw ornaments too. I saw her comment pop up on my phone. So yeah, so I'm going to have that. And then I'm going to show you how to build a rainbow. Here she comes.
Ask and you shall receive when you're
you.
in the Maker Forte shop.
When you could just go out to the warehouse and get everything. Okay, so here's my glitz gel. You can see it comes with this little bit of skin on. So what I like to do is I just take either my picker or my little spatula and I'm going to peel. Thank you. Okay, Alicia has to move to Florida because like I don't know how I'm going to do a live after this.
I am a good assistant.
Excellent. Crafty assistant. Okay.
Yes, Beverly, in Florida. I would try to organize some events and then come back to Florida, and there would be, you know, we want to do a huge event where there's classes and everything similar to holidays. But we were discussing maybe doing a smaller event where you can just bring some of your supplies. We could do some make and takes and meet everyone and just have a good, fun, relaxing weekend. Also with wonderful swag, like Alex said, and some different things. But so we're trying to get some ideas and put a few things together, and we just want to see if everyone is interested in that. And we know everyone can't just fly all the time whenever they want, but so we do it a couple different times and a few different types of events.
So I just put some gold glitz on the top there, and I have my stencil pal, I think these are called. I really okay, so I'll be honest, I did a review on these and I was like, I don't like these. And then I went to Ferberweb and they were like, well, you were using it all wrong. They were very nice about it, don't get me wrong. And then ever since I learned what you're actually supposed to do with it, I love it. So I updated my opinion. So what you should do is almost use it like a cake spatula. I think that's what they're called. I should know. So you can see you scrape it all the way down, and it's then your glitz is really nice and even and everything. And then I like to just pick up on the bottom, and then you go in here, put all your excess on, and you really don't end up with much left on there. So I'm going to put that on. And I do recommend with the glitz doing the press and seal trick. Just putting a little bit of press and seal. I'll do that after the live. But I actually have a roll of press and seal in my craft room. Look how cool that looks. Okay, I'm really a fan of that card.
Oh yeah, that's really pretty.
Who else loves that?
And a lot of people are saying they could use the stencil for ornaments as well.
Yeah, well that's kind of what I saw when I did the red. I'm like, oh, Christmas ornaments. And I said when you were out showing me the gold, if you took the Nordic ornament builder, it has the little lines And you could stamp those in and make it actually look like little ornaments or something too.
When you have an assistant, your spatula gets cleaned very fast.
It really does. It's awesome. It's perfect. I think there's a child who could just go and clean this. Could you just go wash this under the tap so it doesn't dry, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Ah, perfect.
Olivia's asking if we will be coming to the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo in Ontario, California.
Probably not next year. I don't think we have enough people at this point.
Nope.
At some point, I would like to find a crew who do traveling, and I know a lot of companies have people who do that for them, and they travel all the Stamp and Scrapbook Expos and stuff and do all the shows for them. But we're just not at that point yet.
Beverly says she loves the card. We can mail it to her. Good morning, Sonia.
Okay, I just cleaned it out with my fingers. That probably wasn't the smartest thing I've ever done. But I wanted to use this again, so, you know, now I have gold fingers and I'll have them for the rest of the day. All right, so I'm going to put this up top just so that I don't put something on top of it, because that would be me. I am that person. Okay, so this one's cool too. I just need a card front. Now, I didn't think of this until I'm just sitting here, so I'm going to try this, because this was not part of the plan, a scaredy squirrel would say. Do you have scaredy squirrel over here?
No.
Yeah, that's a that is an American thing. We had a girl who worked for us, she was a teacher, she introduced Tilly to it, and he's like a scared squirrel, and he always goes, well, that wasn't part of the plan.
Oh.
And I always think of that when I change up my mind on stuff, so sorry, I digress. That's my little anecdote for this Sunday morning. So I'm going to use I Can Believe a Rainbow. I'm going to take the inner band. I actually have a black piece of cardstock underneath. And I'm going to use some clear ink. And I'm just going to put an extra piece of tape on this side because I keep lifting it up. I'm just using my clear ink pad and smushing it through the stencil. And then I'm going to lift this up. And of course, because it was not in my plan, I didn't grab anything. I went too far. Fred Flintstone! And we're going to do purple on the inside, blue. I don't know. Yeah, we'll do that. So I'm going to take some Nebula. I was going to blend. I got out 3 colors. I was going to do Raraska, Outrageous, and something else. And then I was just looking at it. I was like, oh, you could do kaleidoscope colors. So that's what we're going to do. See, I'm just going around. So Alicia, what's it like actually being here in person compared to being on the computer side?
It's great.
Is it what you're expecting?
It is a very busy business, but I mean, come on, what, you know, I'm like a kid in a candy store, so I can't complain. It's a little tough on my pocketbook.
Yeah, when you actually get to walk through the warehouse and see everything.
And I walk through the warehouse, you know, 800 times a day, so it's great. It's just what you guys see, and then a lot more work behind the scenes. So it's been a really interesting, exciting, fun experience. So. But I do believe, from coming from the other side, customer side, being on the computer, that hopefully what you guys feel and see in Alex and what she has done with her business is exactly what it is, because that's how I feel when I came here. So.
And I'm just going to let you all know there might be a little bit of volume increase right now. Grandparents just walked in the door, which is fine. We can keep crafting. But just so if you hear all of this, you will know. Move that up so you can see. Just a little FYI. we just saw snakes outside. I don't know if it was here or at their hotel.
Yeah, I had a crazy loud bird wake me up this morning, and we saw a snake the other day in the backyard and have seen some big bugs. So I'm looking forward to those piles of snow when I get home.
I warned you.
Carmen baby had put better than the dog right before it happened.
Well, that was good timing, Carmen.
Sorry.
Happy Sunday, everyone. We're still making some cute cards. Okay. So now I'm going to take this again and do some cleanup. And if you want more differentiation in your colors, which I'll show you now, is you can seal between layers. So I lost a little bit of my purple, but you can still see the purple through it. It just kind of now has some blue interference on top. So I'm going to do a coat of hairspray, which I do off the table because otherwise I seal kaleidoscope powder into my table.
Morning, Polly. Morning, Amanda.
Morning.
Yes, Melissa, that is the huge plus of Alaska. No snakes.
You don't see many. I mean, when Maddie pointed out the other day that she saw one, that's the first one I've seen since I lived here.
Yeah, but the problem with when we saw it, we went out to get a closer look and it disappeared. So then you don't know where it's at. That's my issue.
It's fine. I just stick in my office and craft room and they can't come in here because I don't leave the doors open. People last year were leaving their garage doors open. I can't remember why. Something had happened. And they kept getting gators come in. And I'm like, yeah, why would you leave your garage door open? You know there's alligators. Like you fools.
Lisa says she still freaks out about bugs in Florida. And there's a lot of snakes by her. Oh, goodness, Lisa.
Okay, we're not coming to visit there then.
Sorry, Lisa. You're going to have to come this way.
Yeah, you're going to have to come south. We're not going north. So you can see now.
I have no idea, Polly. It was some gray, long, dark-looking
It was
snake.
intertwined in our black railing that we have out there, so we couldn't see it really from the office. Okay, now I really want to do this with the neons. I know what I'm doing later. Do you think that would look cool with the neon and kaleidoscope powders?
Oh yeah, the geckos are everywhere.
But they're okay, they don't bother you.
They don't bother you,
They're
run.
just kind of cute. Apart from when the kids bring them in the house and try and get you to keep one as a pet. But you know, that's a different story.
A couple of them have run across my feet and I screamed and kicked my flip-flops all the way down Alex's driveway a couple times when that happened.
I may have laughed.
And they laugh at me and make sure everyone knows I'm not from here.
We're like, she's not with us. Again, I'm going to give this a quick spritz before I put my fingers in it. Yeah. Isn't that cool though, doing it with the kaleidoscope powders?
And Melissa said she didn't know you could seal between layers, and honestly, I never tried it. But
yeah, you can absolutely seal between layers. And then I would have had more differentiation with the purple, but I do think it's the perfect Alicia card with the blue and gold.
It is.
But you could also then turn the stencil, oh, I already put mine in the pile, and do it and make up like circles. Mm-hmm. That would look cool.
Yeah.
Particularly with like these paint like Picassos and all that stuff. So you could take this and then put one layer up the floor if I can reach it without falling over. And then you could put them on like this and create circles. Well, not quite. Maybe if I did it that way. There you go. That's how you do it. So you could then do like in-betweens. That would look really cool. Like in between, because then it goes in the gaps, look.
Yep.
That would look awesome. Well, there's another technique for another video. But yeah, so that's another way. So that we have another card done. So there's our third one. And what else did I put out? Excuse me. So I also put out this wreath. And I love this wreath so much. There are so many different things you can do with it. And I had a couple of ideas for it, but I wanted to kind of mix them together with the paint like Picasso. So the reason I did this is, you know, I love the whole black layer thing on my cards, but it's not always practical. And also, there's a lot of people who want to do a 1-layer card and stuff like that. So I wanted to show you, you can absolutely layer these and all those kinds of things too. But I wanted to show you that this works brilliantly if you just want to do something quick and easy.
Olivia, it's the Glitz Glitter Gel by Gina K. It's in the store. I'm not positive, but there's at least 12 different colors.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of colors.
Yeah.
Definitely. There's all the neons, there's color, there's gold, silver, white, iridescent, blue, purple,
Turquoise,
red, gold. I couldn't say that.
green, if you didn't say it.
I don't know. But yeah, there's a ton of colors. And if there's a color you want and you don't see it, or it's out of stock, I did just restock or like reorder everything. You can email Bethany and she can pre-order it for you, or you can sign up for an email alert when it comes back in.
Also, with the white Glitz Glitter Gel and the iridescent one, you can use your re-inkers, your Maker Forte re-inkers, and you just take some out, put it on your work surface, drop some re-inker drops on it, and mix it up, and you can have any matching ink color to go with your all your coordinating stuff.
Or if you take the iridescent and put it over the top of stenciling, it'll make your own like glittered stencil effect, which is cool too.
Good morning, Princess Dawn. She said she was sleeping like a princess. Nothing like waking up and being behind.
Hey, I could have stayed in bed a lot longer this morning.
Better late than never, and you can always watch replay.
Yep, it's here forever. Okay, so I inked this up and made my little border. How cute does that little border look? I think you could put Yetis in the middle here. You could stencil in the middle. Like tons of stuff you could do.
I think you should stack some Yetis next time.
Yeah. Maybe when we get the new Yetis. Or the second Yeti. Okay, so I'm going to take this. And I am going to take some purple tape, which I put down somewhere safe. Here it is. It's probably my Misty. And I'm going to take this piece of purple tape and I'm going to line it up, not exactly, but pretty well with that edge that we just did. I'm going to just stick it down here because it'll be easier than trying to tuck it and unfold it and all that stuff. Then I'm going to take the wreath and use a segment of it so it overlaps like this. I'm combining all those ideas I was telling you about last night into one. And I'm going to use some... What about doing Everglades? Do you think Everglades is too dark? Tartan teal maybe? Because I'm going to do the fog.
I'll do tartan teal.
Tartan teal. See, I'm not going to have this next week. Who am I going to talk to? No one's going to reply when I talk to them. Can't go and ask Greg, can I?
I told her to put my picture on a popsicle stick and put it at her desk and just pretend that I was agreeing with her or giving her ideas.
So you see already, like, how pretty does that look?
Good morning, Francine.
Morning. There's such a fingers already. And then I'm going to choose a sentiment. Maybe I do best wishes. I have to send a lot of cards, so. Greg's talking about the watching ones again. As if everyone hasn't heard it enough. Pink or black?
Tip tree jam, please.
Look how pretty that looks. And then the nice thing, I'm making such a mess, is, so I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but Bethany designed this stamp set. And she added these two awesome pieces. Well, there's three actually. So you can interweave these in here. So I'm going to grab a couple of these. Actually, I'm going to use the interweaving one because I just think that's a really cool idea. And I'm going to grab a scrap piece of cardstock. I saw a card base I'd misfolded over here somewhere. I don't know. Here's the one that Alicia was writing on. I'm going to steal that from her.
Glad you found us, Connie.
Hey, Connie.
Also, since Alex was blending with stencils and has been blending some ink this morning, I just wanted to put out there, Perfect Blend cardstock is definitely in stock in the store. It has been updated. We had some people recommending it and looking for it the other evening, so sorry about that. It has been updated. There is plenty of Perfect Blend cardstock.
There is. Okay, so what I'm doing is, I don't have enough room on my desktop to do it, but I'm inking it up, I'm stamping it off on my cardstock, just kind of lightly, and then stamping onto here, so I get just a little bit of a shadow.
Yes, Francine, the sentiments in this set are very nice.
She did an awesome job, as always. Because I don't want anything too intense, so I'm just doing a little shadow. And you could do the same with these leaves.
Dawn, if you're talking about what Best Wishes is stamped in, it's Tip Tree Jam. If that's not what you're referring to, let me know.
And so I'm doing the same. This is the tartan teal that I did on the bottom, but I stamped off. And it would look really cool doing this technique with, what are the words I'm going for? She wasn't listening. Kaleidoscope powder, embossing powder. So if you did these kind of underlayers and then redid it and added embossing powder on the Best Wishes, that would look really cool. You could fill in with Nouveau drops, but you see how I get, I'm trying to see what you see. I've got all that texture behind my wreath, so it really looks like those wreaths on your front door that kind of have all the sprigs and stuff that fly off.
Nice and full.
Exactly, really lovely and full. You could even blend a little bit of ink down there, all sorts of different things you can do. And then of course when I peel off my purple tape, it is perfectly positioned, and I would trim this up because I put fingerprints on it. But you see how it's perfectly positioned in the frame and it's ready to use. Like, so simple, so easy. I think what I would do with this one in particular, just to show you, I'm gonna put some lids on because I'm just an inky mess over here and I have everything everywhere.
Iridescent and gold glitter gel are sold out. Can we add a notification when it comes back in stock?
Yes. I don't know. Is Amanda online this morning? Did I hear you say?
Amanda, are you still with us?
If she is, and if not, we'll make the note that when we send out our Wednesday inspiration email, if they're in or if it's next weekend, we will let everybody know when they're back in again.
Francine, the frame is on the
Paint Like Picasso.
Paint like
she can't say it.
Well, she spit it out really fast. Sorry. Paint Like Picasso. It's the new release stamp set from this week. So let's see if I can.
I don't know what to do with it. There you go. You found it.
I can't see what they can see.
And just remember, everyone, I should have mentioned it earlier, it's still free shipping in the store till tomorrow night, till Pacific time tomorrow. So if you're looking for something, then remember you have free shipping, so you can check out as many times as you want, and we will do our best to consolidate orders for you too. So we obviously appreciate when you do check them all out together, but you know, if you want something, then just grab it. I'm going to take this down just this way. So I'm using Welsh Dragon, which is a similar-ish kind of color. In my plan, you can see I'm just trying to pull out that green. Doesn't that look cool? To pull that out so that you can just add that little like splash or something in there too. So there is, how many did we get done? 4? Yeah, we did 4 cards really pretty fast. We've only been going 38 minutes, and for a lot of that we chit-chatted too. So there are 4 quick and easy cards. I'm going to turn this so you can see us for a second. Let's do this. Francine says, my problem is I buy so much, I always get free shipping. I think we all have that problem sometimes.
Yeah. Francine, the Paint Like Picasso, I think, is one everyone's going to slowly grow and love. And I was just playing this morning just by throwing the stamps on and adding some ink and watercolor and getting
really pretty.
all different ombre effects with 3 different ink pads. And then I just flipped it and was trying different colors. All I did was put the ink on, spritz a little water on, and use the Misty and just hold it on just to see if I, you know, what different effects once we start playing with it that we can get. So it's going to be a very versatile stamp, especially with the frame.
Like this frame that she used here, it doesn't have to have this stroke in it. That fits the sentiment perfectly. Yep. So if you like have a really simple sentiment, you're like, I'm not really sure what to do with it. then Mansi would be proud, she said. Then it's perfect for that. The oval, again, I sized it so lots of sentiments will fit in there too. And then you've got the splodges, and then like all these stripes too. Like sometimes I like to just stamp a sentiment, and I feel like if I just stamp high, it's not enough. So I was like, oh, I could use these to underline that too. So you're going to see me use this one a lot. I think it's a really good basic set, but you can also build tons of stuff with it too. So
and it was super simple. I didn't move these all around. I placed them where I wanted them in the Misty, and then I just flipped my cardstock over and did it again because I wanted to see how it would look with some of them overlaid, and it worked great. So I'll probably, you know, lay a lot over each other to make some more crazy looking backgrounds.
But yeah, that's a really cool one. The wreath is great because we can make it Christmassy, you can make it springy, we can make it summery. The boho is fun because you can, again, oh, Betty's in Bradenton.
Oh,
that's exactly where we are, Betty. Yeah. So yeah, so we can do all those kinds of fun things. But hopefully there's 4 quick and easy ideas. Hey Dawn, welcome. What shop? We're talking about Maker Forte. Can you put, we'll put another link in the chat for you.
I can't do that.
There you go. I put the link in the chat for you. So yeah, so where was I going with that? Yeah, just 4 quick and easy cards that you can do. And taking things like the boho watercolor is supposed to be kind of like quite mixed media-y, grungy, but you can take it and make some really cool Christmas ornaments with it. So I wanted to show you some of the versatility, and like the razor sharp looks quite aggressive, but I think when you do it like that, it looks really stunning with the ombre on there too. Do you have any plans to add to the heart matrix that Bethany did earlier? Yes, we do have some plans to add to the heart matrix. Can you give us a glimpse of the 4 for those of us who just woke up? Oh yeah, we can. So we did, this one's wet, but we did this with the boho watercolor stencil. I did this using razor sharp, and I showed you how to do super quick ombre, and I used 1 blending brush to do this through all these colors. Super simple. I just showed you how to do the wreath and make it look really full. You see, you can see all the little tendrils in the background there. And what's the word I'm using? The Paint Like Picasso border. I don't know where my words are this morning. And
I'm not being very helpful. I'm just reading all your guys' comments.
What else did I make? I did another set. Oh, I did the rainbow. Where did I put my blue? Yeah, I don't know where I put it. Oh, I also made a rainbow. Oh, Alicia found it. We made a rainbow with kaleidoscope powders. I do have coffee, Francine. Look.
She just hasn't drank it.
And it says inside we're all the same, and it's multicolor peeps. Yeah, so we also did a kaleidoscope rainbow, and I showed you about sealing between so that you don't get this contamination, because mine just looked like a really dark blue and a light blue, and it was actually nebula when I started. But I didn't seal between colors. And then I did with the Yellowstone, so you can do that. So I shared that with you too. So there are 4 cards for this morning that we made in like half an hour. So I hope it's a good kickstart for your inspiration too. Lots of people commented when I posted last week that one thing they struggle with is kickstarting inspiration. So I want to try and do more lives where we just like dive in. I'll show you 4 quick things, and don't forget 7 p.m. tonight is Inktoberfest. Yes. I can't remember what the theme is, but the premiere is already up, so you can go hit the notification so YouTube go, hey, it's live. But you can set a reminder for 7 p.m. every single day in October, and you will get a video. And the idea is they're short snippets, so they're around the 5 to 10 minute mark. They're not super long videos like this that you can just jump in, and if you're like, oh, I don't know what the inspiration is, and you can jump in and get that. And you're going to make some tags or some things to go on your book ring and all those kinds of things as well. So
also, if you missed the live, we showed all the new stamp sets, all the new stencils and everything. Go back and watch that. And if we have enough, you know, we can, if you email us and maybe, you know, request certain stamp sets, we can try to show you some tips with those tips and techniques.
Yeah,
with those,
email Bethany and let us know. But also, if you buy something and you're like, oh, what can I do with this stencil? Like if you pull it out and you're like, I want to make something with this, go and look at the release video. And if you don't know, we'll always let you know what release it was in. You can go back and check that, and you can see tons of examples, and hopefully that will also help kickstart your creativity, because I've talked through it, but also you can go on the website and you can see the pictures of all of those samples. So Bethany goes through, she pulls all those samples out and does that. So Polly, the link was in the email I think Amanda sent yesterday. I think she did links for the week. So check your inbox, and otherwise check out just the YouTube channel you're on. The premiere will be up there for tonight. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up as well. We have 73 people watching, I think it says. I can't quite see because it's in the window.
Yeah, and thanks for the thumbs up and the reminder, Francine. We love the picture thumbs up, but if you go under the description and click the little YouTube thumbs up, that helps too.
Yeah. I'm sure he's going to make you a lovely breakfast, Polly. He is the sweetest. You have a good one there.
Hi, Bonnie.
And I hope the move was going well too, because she came to see us in Tampa and she was moving. So, yep, don't forget the blog. There's inspiration on that. So if you need a kickstart for your inspiration, go check it out, because there's the blog, there's pictures on the website, there's everything. So you can find it on there too. So thank you everyone for joining us on your Sunday morning and taking a little bit of your morning out to spend some time with us. Don't forget you got free shipping at makerforte.com until midnight PST tonight. Well, actually you've got it till tomorrow morning because I have to go turn it off. So you actually get free shipping till tomorrow morning.
And I don't know if I'll see you guys tomorrow evening. I will be traveling, but I'll be back online Tuesday from Alaska, chit-chatting with you.
Yep. And then this week I will be hopping on, I'm not entirely sure when, other than 7 p.m. Eastern, but I will try to do a live. We're actually going away Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday with Greg's parents. So I won't be around next weekend to do any demos with you. But then Monday we have Lift Your Spirits, a week on Monday. And then on Tuesday we have the Christmas camp. I keep wanting to say summer camp, Christmas camp. And then on Wednesday we have Creepy Cobwebs class. So that's going to be a really, really full one. But otherwise I will see you at 7 p.m. every single day this week. And I can't wait to see what our designers have in store. We'll see you all soon. Happy crafting, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye. Bye.